The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Jerome Baker.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
55,
From the gun, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Number 42.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the
driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, that's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line, and not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Ravens 7, Dolphins nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
To in the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
33-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and short.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Tackle made by
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
8-yard pickup, and the Dolphin first down.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down.
Matt Breida,
linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, Tagovailoa. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Completes it to Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, I sat down with my account.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Three yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now a carry for Dobbins. Oh, able to avoid him. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Dobbins, and he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Gain of 3.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll give it here to his running back. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 54 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Two and now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Trying to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Curtis Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Now the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Ravens 20. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So that one will be accepted. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, check Mike 21, check right middle.
Now it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Watch the twist.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go. Coming to you. Hey, check 150.
From midfield, here's Tua. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This time Jackson will throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua going to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Miami.
Curtis Samuel, 62 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Ravens 23. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Ingram found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Wide receiver.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That's good.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
Wide receiver.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon Jones. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Ravens 31, Dolphins 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
1st down, Dolphins.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Tua now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Looking for Parker again, and this time he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to... That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the fourth. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get expected.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And it's incomplete.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for.
And it's 3rd and 5.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one incomplete.
Intended for
So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Miami, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.